So I was used to, when I would get my hair cut, I would go to the barber shop, I guess is what you would call it, where you might pay 500 shillings for a haircut, and it was a very small thing. So as I got older, one time my wife, she came to me and she said, needed to go to a wedding, and she said, your hair is messy, you need to go, you have to go today and get your hair cut for this wedding. It's very important to me. And there was only one place I knew to go. I'd never been to this place, but I needed it done right then. And so she said, there's this mall over here, and there's a place that looks very fancy, Salon, and you go do your hair there. So I went in there, and I've never been before. And so I go up to the receptionist, and I ask her, I say, how much for a men's haircut? So the first thing she said is 5,000 Kenya shillings, the equivalent of that, for men's haircut. So you imagine, first I was saying, oh, no, this is terrible. Expensive. How can you charge 5,000? I was making a big spectacle. I was almost shouting at the lady. But I knew my wife would be so angry if I didn't do the hair cutting right then. So I was thinking, okay. I told them, I said, okay, I'll do the haircut with you, but it better be the best haircut I've ever had in my life for 5,000 shillings. Because even this was 20 years ago, you can imagine. Yeah. Even now, I don't know any place that charges 5,000 for a man's haircut in Nairobi. So I said, okay, I'll do the man's haircut. And I'd never been to the fancy salon, only the barber places. So I walk in there, and the guy, they have these, I don't know what you call it, kind of flamboyant guys, snapping around and moving around to the hair cutting places. And he said, he hands me a robe, and he said, here's the robe to get your hair cut. And I'd never been given a robe, but they usually put the thing on you to do the hair cutting. But he handed me a robe, and he said, go to change in the room there. So I took the robe. I didn't know, what is this thing? And so it was a very short robe. Usually when you have a robe, it comes down to your legs, your knees, or your down to your ankles. And so anyways, I go into the room, and I'm looking at this robe, and I don't know what to do, because why am I changing to do the haircut? Yeah. Anyways, long story short is I removed my clothes, including I call it the pants, and my trousers, but you're not supposed to do that, because it's just supposed to be for your shirt. So I take the trousers, and I go over there, and then I exit to go get my hair cut with just the underwears on. And so the guy, the guy comes, and he's, I start hearing all these, all these beautiful ladies in the salon getting their hair done and everything. I hear everybody laughing. They're laughing. And finally the guy, he comes, and he's not really paying attention. He's kind of like snapping around and going, oh girl, your hair's beautiful and everything. And he looks at me, and his voice just immediately goes very deep, and he says, man, you have to go in and you have to put your pants on.